hello. Well, I didn't see you there. What an unexpected, pleasant surprise. I must apologize, I was not expecting company. However, if you'd like to stay, I can throw on a quick kettleful of piping hot Formula 1 2020, the racing game, video game, action. I know it's something I always enjoy, and I think that you, the many, I'm sure, many ones of viewers at home would be interested in seeing as well. So let's do just that. Last week, I do believe we found ourselves caught amongst the tights and twists of the most circuitous circuit, that is Baku. This week, however, the drivers will do, as they will do many times throughout the race, we will shift gears. Different kind of racing track altogether, really, today. We will exchange the closed-in Kassali walls of Azerbaijan for the lush rolling hills of Suzuka Racing Circuit in beautiful Japan. Yes, last week, the tight walls very close to the racing circuit would yield demise for any racing driver who steered too close to them or was perhaps forced that away. This week, a slight bit more room. However, do not get greedy. Do not taunt the grass, for it will take you. It is pretty, however, I wouldn't want to drive there. It will take you quickly over to the walls. And I know that's no place that I want to be. No indeed. So, again, we are at Japan. It is Tuesday night racing. I don't believe I even told you that. It is Tuesday night racing, and we are... Well, we're going to race, I suppose. Let's see. Just need to do a quick... Perhaps one of those wonderful viewers at home could tell me if how the audio is doing. Is it good? Is it too loud? Is it, as most things, just right? Let's take a look at the points here for Tuesday night racing for those of you who are not in the know. A huge shake-up in the points of Tuesday night racing. The point leader himself, SHR Indigo, who provided us with so many wonderful battles, is gone. Unexpectedly. Into the ether he did float, and he is gone. Many other things taking priority, and he has to attend to them. Sad for us, good for those things being attended to, I'm sure. But he will be missed. But what that leaves us with here is indeed a new point leader. It is Do Will. But what's this? His name has been changed to Darth Do Will. Indeed. A bold move by Do Will for, assigning oneself the title of Darth. Will he be grown-up, super intimidating Anakin Skywalker, striking fear to the hearts of his competitors? Or will he be, nobody cares about episodes 1, 2, and 3 Anakin? Except for, finally, when he gets all burned up and puts the mask on. I mean, that should have just been, forget the first 3 movies, just set him on fire, be done with it, he's Darth Vader, and move forward. However, moving forward is indeed what I shall do. Second in place now is Jonathan Cox, a mere 5 points behind. Then it is iFishers, minus 15 points. GFO Leclerc is 20 points behind. GFO Seb, 30. In 6th position in points. Tiach, 38 points behind. Now in 7th, Iron Knight is a 67-point gap to the leader, again, Darth Will. But he is not with us tonight, unless I have missed something. Let me look closely. No, indeed, no Iron Knight. In 8th place, it is LH44. Not quite certain what that might be a reference to. Some sort, perhaps it's his bank pin number or something. I don't know. But he is 68 points behind. In 9th place, Stringy B, 69 points behind. In 10th place, it is Vroom Vroom, 70 points behind. Now, 12th place, again, see, I do have my spectacles on today, and I am quite certain which guy it is in 12th position. It is that guy indeed, Draper. He is 77 points behind your leader. Behind him is Maverick, 81 points behind. Baghouse in 14th, yes. Almost forgot how to read numbers there, but I got it. 84 points behind. 15th and 16th together back there is Toon and Jord, 87 points behind. The loss of Indigo, quite a loss indeed. Also, hopefully you will receive quite a gift. Hopefully I'll be joined in the commentary booth by a good friend to the Redline racing community. Hopefully he'll join us soon. Now, no qualifying. They run a reversed championship grid, so whatever the points are, flip it upside down, and that is how you will begin. Very interesting. We have one brand new competitor just joining the community this week in Extremist. And we'll see how that works out with him up front. A very welcome to the league sort of day for him. Hopefully he'll do well. Oh, look at this. I almost forgot. Track map. Let's get it. Full track map. Telemetry. Sure. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. There's the split stop strategy. Various soft and hard and medium and hard and whatever. We will want intervals. And do we want details? Yes, indeed, we will want which tire. And there you see soft and medium and one lonely hard tire. Me, oh my. Strategy begins right away as your point leader, duel in the most lovely car in the game. The AlphaTauri is starting on the hard tire. Clearly he is just hoping to go and go, then go some more. In front of him it is Jonathan Cox. Then it is iFishers. It is Apex. There's Seb. Touch the teammates together. Indeed. Everyone's favorite driver in the Redline racing community, the pop star. Welcome to him indeed. Let's see what kind of race puppy can have today as they come down this final whatever section of some sort of part of the track. It is LH44 there. String it B. There's the Duke of Hazard. Indeed. Well, let's hope that I personally don't want a flaming nugget. That's overcooked, the nugget. That if it's on fire, then you've overcooked the nugget. But perhaps he's referring to as racing passion and the speed at which... Okay, anyway. There's Draper, there's Maverick. And we will ride on board with Maverick, I do believe. Let's turn off this telemetry, though. I don't care for that one bit. And we will also turn off the spectator menu, because we want to see what's going on as best as possible. All the racing drivers taking their positions. And when they have done so, 5 lights will appear in succession. The engines are revving. Let's get back down where we wanted to be with Maverick. We can't see the lights. There they are. 4, 5. The lights have been extinguished and away we go at the Suzuka circuit in Japan. The racing drivers are flying down into the first turn. How will they navigate it? Oh, someone's off. Sweeping is turn 1. Wing damage is the name of the title, I suppose, of the story, for I believe it was a Red Bull. I think, I am not certain. Let's move. Oh, more wing damage there. Whose was it? There we have a close battle between Dr. Lemons. Oh, Dr. Lemons has just put a right rear off, but he manages to save it behind him, pressing hard. It is Toonfen. And if there is one race... Oh, Dr. Lemons is off. Will he maintain his composure and not cause a problem for the other racing drivers? He does so. Well done. Back to Draper, who is closing in on this. Oh, my... Oh, no. Unfortunate for Draper. Hard on the brakes. I believe in front of him may have been Dr. Lemons, and that is a big catastrophe. You know what we're going to do is rewind that sentence and try it again. It was a catastrophic problem there. I got it for that guy Draper. Unfortunate. Moving up. Let's check out Devil's Nightmare, trying to close in on the lead of the Extremist. Both on the soft tire. Pierce back in the pack. LH44 is all over Draper, but I want to see how this braking goes. Through they go, nice and clean. And let's get down to LH44. Where did he go? No! No, what has happened? Oh, no, just as we tried to find him, for he was making moves, ladies and gentlemen. Rest assured he was making moves as Flaming Nugget comes onto the pit road. Many drivers appear to be having problems. Unfortunate indeed. Where is our point leader? There is Duwill. He has Fishers inside, and Fishers makes the pass. Fishers moves into 14th. The intervaling, struggling. They'll be with us shortly. Up at the front, it is Apex. Let's try to get there. Should have gone the other way. Well, clearly, I believe the timing and scoring is struggling a bit, but they'll sort it out soon enough. Let's bring back up and make sure that we see what is going on. Who has stopped? Yes, none of this makes sense at all. For I am quite certain that your leader is the extremist, followed by Devil's Nightmare. And indeed that is the case, as... Who was that ran wide? Ian! Stop it! You don't want that for your racing machine. And here he goes. Hounded he is by... Who is this? Another newcomer to the Tuesday Night Racing. It is Gerard. Or Jared. We'll go with Gerard. I like that. That's fun. There is Toonfin, and he will have a run. I will make a list of drivers for you that I would prefer not to have a massive run on me, and Toonfin would be on that list, aggressive as he is. He will hold back nothing. Back in the pack, Fishers is cutting through the field, it does appear. Next on his list is Dr. Lemons, who appears to have settled into 9th place. Codemasters not doing us any favors there, and we have lost Bagos. What has happened? Perhaps they'll come upon his stricken racing machine somewhere on the... Oh, there it is. Not a good place to park there. Perhaps they will... And indeed, there is a full course caution. Is it a safety car? Or is it virtual? It is a full course safety car. This will indeed pack the pack, into one sort of pack, really, which will really mix things up. Now let's look again at stops. There they have it sorted out. We were on the right screen. Your leader is extremist. Where is he on the racing circuit? Was anyone able to pit? Who was lucky? No one, perhaps. Who is back here in this car? I am looking for... Oh, I'm an idiot. That's the safety car. So who's that car sitting back there on the racing circuit? Well, turns out it is the safety car. So, Devil's Nightmare, the extremist. The extremist has pit. Devil's Nightmare says, no, thank you, sir. I prefer the soft tires. The soft tires say, thank you, Mr. Nightmare. We'd like to stay with you a long time as well. Let's be good friends. Treat each other well, and... Well, anyway. They are pulling up upon the safety car. And you know, Devil's Nightmare will be telling that safety car driver, go. Go faster. Just go. Oh, a 5-second penalty for the Doctor. Second place is Gerard. Third is Maverick, one of our favorite drivers in this commentary booth. Jonathan Cox has made quite a leap. Starting in the back of the pack, he's into the 4th position. Well done, you. After that pit stop, however, I personally like the decision of the extremist. Nothing extreme about that decision. Just a calm, rational, I believe I'll pit. Pit he did. Out he came. 5th place with hard tires. Indeed. Then we have Ian, who stopped. He is also on the hard tire. Let's look at that. Yes, then Toonfin. Did he stop? Yes, indeed he did. Toonfin on brand new medium tires. He will have the advantage on the 2 cars in front of him. I would think. I don't know. Probably. Then it is Fishers. He elected not to pit. Touch. Down here we do have the Duke of Hazard on brand new medium tires. The Flaming Nugget. 1 lap soft tires, he'll like those. Then it is a river of hard tires. And across that river, our point leader, will try to cross. It will be a difficult crossing indeed, but he's the point leader for a reason. He's done this before. Can he do it again? Let's find out. Back to the front. We look for all the racing drivers. Who are we waiting on? It is... There's Dr. Lemons. He is on new hard tires, and then it is Stringy and Do-Will. They're doing their part to catch up to the group. We'll just roll here with Mr. Nightmare as he cruises behind the safety car. It's a lovely, you know, as when we have this time, Japan is, it's a lovely circuit here, and Japan, of course, a lovely nation, a tiny island nation, indeed. It's east, just east of the countries that are due west of it, across some body of water. The population is between 3,000 and 4,000. The primary export is cheese. The national bird is the Canadian goose. Now, all this is courtesy. I am on a very old computer, so bear in mind, all this is courtesy of some of the earlier Wikipedia entries. So I'm sure most of that is accurate. However, some of it is subject to change. Nevertheless, Japan, a lovely, lovely place indeed. And here we are. Perhaps now you're, you know, little trivia information there that'll suit you down the road. So as we wait this safety car to end, and no doubt it will be ended. What? Who's this back? Far, far away. What has happened to Stringy B? Did something occur? Curious. Anyway, the scene is set and away we get ready to go. Your leader is Devil's Nightmare. And I mean, that's pretty much it. We're just going to wait for them to get ready to go. We are looking at the tire that they're on. Do we want to look at tires or stops? Again, all the drivers have to stop at least one time throughout this particular Grand Prix. So bear that in mind. Devil's Nightmare waiting for that safety car to pull away. Go away, he says. We're through with you, sir. Pull off the racing circuit so that we can get back to our business of racing. And there you see the safety cars zooming away a little bit, and Devil's Nightmare will hold them up a bit. The game will hold him up a bit, waiting to be released. There goes your leader. Hot on his trail is Gerard, who will make a move down into turn 1. Will Codemasters be friendly with a view? Oh my goodness. Oh, the Maverick, can he save it? Ladies and gentlemen, you have just sort of borne witness to one of the greatest saves I've seen at Japan. Well done, Maverick. Back up front we go to the battle. Maverick will be back up there. I'm sure he'll be pushing hard to reclaim that position. Down here it is eye fishers all over the back of the Extremist. Japan, a tricky circuit. You cannot let up for one moment. That right there, tricky section leading into, well, this little fellow who's no joke. As we make our way down this way, well, another one. Ooh, aggressive. There goes eye fishers through to P4. Extremist thought, I'd like to have another say about it. Up and over this hill and down, the car gains weight, loses it. Slippity-doo-dah sometimes, but they all maintain. Down here we do have Toonfen making a move on Maverick, I think. Indeed, what is going on back here? Lots of racing action, cars coming together, perhaps. Puppy in the midst of that battle, ahead of him goes this particular guy, Draper. Did that say Maverick is out of this race? No! Oh, this displeases me greatly, and goodness. Careful there. Apex wants to make a move on Seb. Will he be able to do so? Oh, up front we do have... Oh no, what has happened to Fishers? Oh, he's just pitting. Never fear. Little bit of an overreaction. Let's go to Jonathan Cox. 1 second, can he close in on your new race leader, Farad? Maverick has left a sad, sad day for that race team. Let's look at the tires and how long they've been on them. We'll want to know that. Unfortunate again that The safety car has been deployed. He's having a fun day, though. Look at me. I'm turning some good laps here. Now, who will pit? Let's bring that back up. Who has pit? Everyone, I believe now. No. Gerard, Jonathan Cox, and Apex. Still yet to pit. Certainly they will pit here. Devil's Nightmare, formerly in the lead of this race, now finds himself down in P12. Followed by Hazard. Hazard with a strong showing here the last couple of weeks here in the Redline racing community. Tuesday night for racing, GFO Seb has collected himself a 5-second penalty for some sort of malfeasance. I was not able to read it in time. So overwhelmed was I with the recent showing of Hazard. To Will, your point leader, back there in the 14th position. I Fishers has made a stop finally, back there. The Duke of Puppington in the Mercedes has made his stop as well and is on the hard tire. Yes, now that really what we want to wait and see is, will these leaders pit under this safety car? Surely they must. Or maybe not, what do I know? He is on the medium tire. Let's look at how many laps it has on it. Of course, they've been on them, yes indeed, from the beginning of the race. Farrar, Jonathan Cox, Apex. That is the end of that list of the drivers that are on the tires that they began the race on. The rest of the drivers are on alternate tires altogether, so that's very exciting. And it appears as though everyone now, yes, indeed, Gerard, Jonathan Cox, and Apex have decided to continue to push those medium tires, sticking to the original strategy that their racing strategists are strategized. They're sticking to it. They say, do what you will. Oh no, puppy, 5-second penalty, ignoring yellow flag. Rebellious in nature are the Puppingtons. They are known for that. Sometimes they are able to get away with it, crafty as they are. Other times it has not served them well, not just on the racing circuit, but in the past the Puppingtons were well known for charging into battle well before the green flag had flown for that battle. No, that's, I picture all my friends as being, anyway. Moving on. Hopefully Puppy can recover from that. Perhaps he'll serve it in the pits. Jonathan Cox in second place. Ian, Extremist. We will wait for this safety car to end. Surely it must be over soon. Now, where? For the brief delay, I was just getting a sip of nice, crisp, cool, refreshing water. Water. Drink it. Now, back to the racing action as your leader, Gerard, on those old tires. Oh, careful there, fellow. I don't think your older tires want to have any dirt. GFO Seb, we have lost, as well as Maverick and Bagos. Very unfortunate. And now I am confused because Seb, we just lost. He is on 0-lap medium tires, which means he just procured them. Is that the right word? Anyway, he just got them. I'm confused. Apex, oh no, 5-second penalties. Safety car restarts are difficult at times. To time, let's look at Stringy B, who is trying to make some moves. He has to the inside of him LH44. Just holding him off, but LH will fight back, you know he will. And there he goes. LH44 says, I will take it, sir. Thank you. Good day. Will it be a good day for LH44? He is currently 18.68 behind. Can he close in? Can he make a big points day out of it? Look at all of this. Where is the battle to watch? Jonathan Cox trying to close in on your leader, Gerard. Gerard's first race in Tuesday Night Racing, I do believe, and he is making the most of it thus far. But he and Jonathan Cox still must pit. Rest assured of that. Yes, indeed, they have not pit. How will this play out? How far can they push those medium tires? Let's go back at the back to Will. I see a small number there which shows me, and he's all over the back of Toonfen. This could be a good battle ahead of them. And indeed, I told you, the viewer at home, that there was a possibility, and nay, it is no longer a possibility. It is indeed fact. We've been joined by a very special guest indeed, our good friend, Tristan.
Hello, sorry, TV will play that.
Well, that is bound to happen. Technology is a wondrous thing, but it can also cause quite a bit of problems. Now, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, Tristan, but Will is making quite a lot of racing action here on the surface.
I'm watching it on your stream. I'm just loading into the lobby now.
Wonderful. Well, certainly you'll be able to help us find battles, as Tiach was all over the back of the good doctor. And he is inside of said doctor. Doctor is squarely there. Let's go back and make sure that Will is able to get around. Will, hold on. Oh no, Will has come together with someone. I do believe Puppy and Will may have made contact. Neither one of their faults, I believe. Perhaps I may have seen the doctor get loose, and oh, hard into the wall goes Dr. Lemons. Then that will bring out, no doubt, a safety car. Again, safety car number 3. If you can believe such things, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think I've seen so many safety cars in one event.
Certainly not here. Or what do I know? Maybe there's often safety cars here. I don't know. Are there often safety cars in Japan, Tristan?
Yeah, you tend to get 1 or 2. And I believe it's only a virtual safety car.
Oh, indeed.
According to the boards. So
thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Here we go. I'm in this. Yeah, it's a virtual safety car.
So I am currently on board with Jonathan Cox. We'll see what he can do on this restart, but as I believe they are going back to racing, and Jonathan Cox has said, I'll take that lead, thank you very much. As he it is still, the car's yet to stop. Jonathan Cox, Farad and Apex have yet to stop.
And Duo both retired.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunate. Yes, indeed. It's Tristan's fault, not mine, that all of this chaos is happening.
Commentator's curse, isn't it?
It always is. And that is huge for the points, Tristan, because I have them in front of me, and Will was your point leader coming into today. That means that only 5 points behind is the man who is currently leading, Jonathan Cox.
Well, let's just hope Jonathan can keep it all together, and then if he can keep it all together, it's a good championship lead for him.
Well, he still needs to stop, though. How will that play out?
Tell you one thing, I like about this, the Race Championship, is just seeing some of the lads you wouldn't normally see up there being able to fight for the podium. And
well,
I've met with Ian, new guy, last week.
Yes, indeed, he's running P3, and also I was going to say the Extremist in P4. I believe he just recently joined as well. And they're making quite a show. He started on pole today.
Yeah, he's on the hard tyres as well. He's currently 3 seconds behind Ian. So if he can make that 2 seconds, if he can make that gap up, he's got eye fishes behind, putting a lot of pressure on him right now.
Indeed he does. I have just switched to eye fishes. That's right on board. Neither driver afraid to do a little gardening in the dirt there.
This is great. Dr. Lemons left the session. He DNF'd.
Yes, he went hard into the wall just as you were joining. Can the extremists battle back here?
Nice move by Elliot around the outside there.
Indeed it was.
Very, very good.
Yes, it was. Apex trying hard to close in the gap on Stringy B, but he's got the Duke of Hazzard all over him. Who will make a move? No, he will not.
One thing that I would be concerned about if I was the extremist is this train behind him. From P6 down, looks like to TX down in P11.
Indeed.
Very fast drivers there.
That's where you just try very hard as a racing driver not to look at the gaps behind you and just go. If you start looking, they're all going to pass you for certain.
One thing I need to work on for Wednesday.
Let's see, let's go to Stringy B, who is trying to get him. Stringy on those old 9-lap tires behind 8-lap hards.
Wasn't Ben last place at one point as well? Oh, we got another virtual safety car.
Yes, he certainly was at the very, very back.
And
oh my goodness.
Retired.
Oh no, let's go back to this guy Draper here. Perhaps we'll see the car of Puppy. Oh, there it is off to your left. Unfortunate.
I might be wrong, but it might look like took just a little bit too much speed and just dropped it on the curb.
Well, yes, this is a tricky racing circuit where you really cannot afford to touch the curb in many places.
No, definitely. I think we've all learned our mistakes.
We are back to green flag conditions where Hazard is all over the back of Stringy B. Around they come onto the front stretch. He will have a good run here on Mr. B. What will he do with it?
Right, so who's actually boxed this lap? If Jared Apex is boxing, he's on 13 lap of mediums, he's going on to a set of hard tyres. So he will be going to the end.
And who is that you're saying? You saying Gerard? We may be looking at him on those hard tyres to the end of this race, Tristan.
And Apex as well, yes.
My goodness.
Apex will be going to the very end on the race. And Flaming Nugget, though, has gone the other way and gone onto the medium tyre.
Will that strategy work out, as I cannot seem to find myself pulling away from this battle between Hazard and Mr. B? Ahead of them, just ahead, is the extremist.
Strategy should work easily. You could pull off a soft medium strategy round there. And we've got yellow in sector 1, and let's Flaming Nugget round, and he's hit the wall, so he's going to lose his front wing.
That is unfortunate.
He's only just come out the box as well.
Perhaps catching too much of that curb you mentioned. Devil's Nightmare, that's who I want to see personally get up to the front of this. He was out front early for quite a bit, and just, you know, he wants a race win. Came in as a reserve this evening.
Very good racer. He definitely wants a win.
He is all over Mr. 44.
Get through on Stringy B.
Let me know if he gets there. Tiach is now closing in on Devils.
He's just biding his time, he's not doing anything too risky.
Oh, that number is quite low though. Let's take a peek at it.
Very close to third, fourth and fifth.
Indeed, you really do, unless your opponent makes a mistake in front of you, which you always have to be ready for, you really do have to plan your move. You have to see where is that spot that I am better, and take advantage, set yourself up for it, but it's difficult.
Definitely, especially in these modern day cars, you have to literally hope they make a mistake and just squeeze your way through. Otherwise, you gotta just, like you said, plan.
These drivers are all maintaining just pretty much the same distance behind one another. Who will be more aggressive on the brakes?
McLaren looks to carry a lot more speed through that S section then.
Wrong way. That looks like Stringy B is getting a mighty run on the extremist. Not quite enough.
Tell you now, this will be a great podium for Ian MC 199 if he can keep this up. Jonathan Cox has still got a box, so he's only 7.1 ahead.
I want to see if Tiach can close the gap here on Devils. He is at the back of this long line of cars, which really it is a long line from the extremist back to P8. I see dirt. Oh my goodness, right in front of Tiach. There was dirt kicked up. Was that LH looking underneath Hazard, but will not be able to make the move? Goodness gracious.
That's somewhere you really have to be on. You have to be side by side to overtake, and I think LH was just a little bit too far back. But
right here, where LH is, that is. Oh. That section right there can neither help you or kill you. That is for sure.
He's on very low hours. He's only on 3% now. As he goes to 130R, gaps just seem to have opened up a little bit now.
Meanwhile, let's take a quick peek at how far out front. There is your leader, Jonathan Cox. Far ahead, still yet to pit. I do believe, indeed, the only driver yet to pit is your race leader, Jonathan Cox. 16 lap medium tires. Take that, you medium tire. They must have done something to him in a former life, because he is beating them mercilessly. We'll find out soon when he will end that berating of those tires and call it a day. But he's fast. What is the gap? The pit, whatever they call it, the delta. Do you know?
No, I don't. I can have a...
I am impressed that I knew that word. My goodness. Oh, Hazard thought about putting it there by Mr. B, but Mr. B said no. Back here it is LH trying to close in on Devil's Nightmare. His Renault only 3/10 behind Hazard. But not the run he wanted, as Hazard did get the run he wanted, closing in on Stringy B. Will he make a move? Oh my goodness! Look at this, Tristan, are you seeing it?
Yes, I am. And he just clipped the grass that affected his run up this corner. He's boxing.
Will Devils take advantage? Oh, he...
box, 14 lap on mediums. He's going to go on to a set of soft tyres, surely.
Yeah, that's why I just, I started calling him Hazard, because there came a point last week where I was like, I cannot personally say vroom vroom one more time. I mean, obviously, this is a serious thing we have going here. I can't be saying vroom vroom constantly. This is a serious show. All right, where are the battles? Where are the battles? LH44.
Oh,
closing.
Elliot's out.
No.
Oh,
let's ride with Draper.
Safety car as well.
We'll ride with Hazard, and oh, there he is off to the left of the car of Hazard. You'll see him off in the sand, I believe. There he was, caught in the sand. Unfortunate.
He went off as well.
We are down to 12 racing drivers. And it is a virtual safety car, so who is going to really be on their toes here? Stringy B is ready. Jonathan Cox. Will he be pitting?
I believe he's gone green. He's going to have to pit shortly.
He has stayed out.
I think he's just hoping that Ian's going to have to box again.
Well, he knew coming into this race that it was a big opportunity for him to pounce in the points, and pounce he appears to be trying to do. even spacing.
LH44 is in the pit, coming off his hard, so sure he's going to go into a set of soft tyres as well.
Oh, did he have a penalty? Because he is, perhaps that's something we could look at, because he appeared to just have to serve a 5-second penalty.
I will look into that.
As Devil's Nightmare is trying to get on Stringy B and take the position from him for 4th place. That was a poorly constructed sentence.
5-second penalty.
Indeed.
But on lap 2, he must have served that when he changed his mediums. So he's only got a 3-second time penalty currently. So he's cleared his 5. So he can just go out and race now.
Do any of our other leaders, perhaps Jonathan Cox, is he penalty free?
I can tell you Ian's got 1, he's just received it. Jonathan Cox isn't, he's got a 3-second time penalty as well.
Oh, and Jonathan Cox is in the pits. We are going to ride with Jonathan Cox and see where he will come out. He is going to the soft tyre.
Ian's going to come out in front. Yeah, Ian's passed. All he has to do now is...
Oh, look at this train. Look at this train that's coming. My goodness gracious. And he will come out at the back of it.
Is he going to be P6? No, he's got out in P5. Jonathan's got a lot of work to do now.
But look at the tyres in front of him. 0 lap softs on the car of Jonathan Cox, and old as hell tyres in front of him. I like those odds.
I tell you now, I don't know. I'm not. And Jonathan's just tagged him on the way round.
Oh, but I think has Jonathan
gone straight on. What's going on?
I don't know, but I believe I saw no damage on Jonathan Cox's vehicle, and that is correct. We are seeing him here. Oh, how the race has changed. My goodness.
Between the 2 Red Bulls.
Oh, back here, Gerard is all over Tiach and the Extremist.
I'm going to keep an eye on the Stringy and Jonathan battle. Jonathan's using all of his overtake, his back foot to try and overtake Stringy.
Tiach to the inside. Yes, Let's go up to that battle that Tristan is watching between the Red Bulls. Take us away, Tristan.
Round of applause to Jonathan there. Fair play through 130R. Got right up. Managed to get in front just for 130R. Took it perfectly. And Stringy B has pitted for a fresh set of softs. Now Jonathan's on a charge for Ian. He's 7.2 on 1 lap old softs compared to 16 lap hards. I don't know how this is going to play out.
Can he make it? Can he close that gap? That gap is closing fast.
Very, very fast. I know I've raced with Jonathan for a good couple of years. He loves this track. Just loves the way it flows. Just suits his driving style as well. Very, very well. He hasn't had the best of luck the last few races. Bear with me, I'll try and get up his previous results from the last couple of years.
I am thoroughly enjoying this battle between our 2 newcomers, Gerard and the Extremist. They have been going... Oh no, around! Did someone go around? Was that Tiach? Or was that just... Oh yes, he is well off. Or glitching.
Still going.
Oh, that is just Codemasters glitching him hard. I saw him spin out and go off into God knows where, but he is fine. A brave heart attack, courtesy of Codemasters, thank you.
Right, Jonathan, his last 2 races, Australia, P7. Sorry, let me start with Belgium. DNF in Belgium, P7 in Australia. A DNS in France. Spain, P7 and USA, P9. So this win would boost him massively. And the gap is down to 4.6 seconds now, with 5 laps to go.
Beyond doable. What is going on?
Seems to be ghosted.
Yes, I believe I was... Yes, he is indeed ghosted. I am riding with the Extremist. Let's ride on board with Tiach. And that is a very ghostly vehicle. Halloween is approaching, but this no place for any sort of ghostly costume. What is going on there? Let's get off of that and find a battle. There must be one. LH44.
Jonathan is also now taking the fastest lap of the race with 29.3.
That gap is just... It's not as big as it once was.
Devils has retired.
No!
In the pit lane as well.
Oh, unfortunate.
Such a shame.
On 0 lap old softs, I wonder why. What has occurred? LH all over the back of Stringyard B. That is the closest battle as we wait for Jonathan Cox to catch that leader. He certainly will, won't he? Let's go right along board. We'll wait on that, actually. When Jonathan Cox closes that gap, should that gap get to about 1.5 seconds, we will ride on board with him for a lap here of this Suzuka circuit.
Boxing very, very late. Tiach has now gone to P4, but as we said, we don't believe he is actually in the lobby because his car is ghosted.
I believe the extremist had to do a wing change, I believe I saw there. Oh, and there is Jonathan Cox. Let's ride on board. The gap is very, very low. Yes, he is right on the back of your leader.
I haven't got any intervals on my screen.
This is a huge, huge race for Jonathan Cox. 5 points out of the lead. Will your new point leader after the sad loss of our good friend Indigo. Now that makes it sound like he's passed away. He's not. He's just fine. Just other things to do. The point lead handed over to Will. Will out of the race, and Jonathan Cox closing in on the lead.
I do believe if Jonathan, I'm just gonna double check my tables now. If my math is correct,
21.
He will get 26 points.
Oh.
He will take the lead of the championship. Who's P2 currently?
Fishers, 15.
Jonathan will. It hasn't actually updated it. How much was Jonathan on, did you say, on yours?
I have Jonathan 5 points out of the lead behind Will, and then it's I Fishers 15 points out. Jonathan Cox is all over your leader.
Hasn't done it yet. Okay, takes a little while to update, so I'll do it manually.
And really, you know, I think Jonathan Cox can really just bide his time and be as patient as he wants. He knows he has the faster vehicle and the better tires. So really it's just a matter of find that perfect spot.
Here he goes, he's hit the overtake button. Oh, he touched the grass. Ian's staying well to the right. Sorry, to the left as he goes through 130. Oh, that was very, very risky.
Oh my god.
That could have gifted Jared the win if that would have gone completely wrong.
I thought that was the very absolute end of the race of Jonathan Cox, and I can guarantee you, whether he's on wheel or controller, one of those objects would have gone through his television screen, because that was close and would have been awful.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Jonathan only has one warning. He's on his second warning now for one more penalty, so as long as he doesn't cut any more corners, he's got 3 seconds already.
What about Ian?
Ian's only on 1 time penalty.
Oh my, careful Jonathan.
Jonathan doesn't do anything, and he just keeps it clean. The race wins his.
Hazard is all over the back of Tiach for the 4th position. Wondering...
So Jonathan, no pressure.
Right, exactly. Just, you know, don't ruin it in front of ones of viewers across the world. Oh, Hazard! Tiach went wide, kicked up some dust and debris, and Hazard took advantage. Around he goes for the 4th position.
A good battle here is LH and Stringy B.
Yes, indeed.
Both on fresh softs. Stringy's a 2 laps fresher. Oh, does he get up? Apex has retired the session.
Let's see if Draper can show us, then we'll go back to LH44.
It was just on the right hand side coming through the curve as well. So that means that guy, Draper, will get 1 point.
Well done. Bring it home, Draper. As LH44 gets a big run here on Stringy B. Not enough, though.
Will he go for the move up the inside into the chicane?
I hope so. Maybe not yet, though.
LH
1 lap to go.
Very, very patient. He knows he's got the DRS.
Looks as though perhaps the Extremist is going to try for that fast lap with fresh softs. Nothing to lose. Your leader, Jonathan Cox, trying to stretch that lead out to over 3 seconds.
I mean, fair play to Ian, 21 lap cards.
My goodness, yes.
They weren't no match for Jonathan's 5 lap old softs.
If I was under the impression that Jonathan Cox had something, some ill will towards his mediums, what on God's green earth could he have against these hard tires? My goodness. Those tires are going to certainly have to have some sort of counseling after this race.
I could not agree more. Stringy B's now on the back of Tiat.
Yes, this is a good race.
Oh, this is going to be very intense. Where's the leaders now? Coming around the last corner. Is that the win for Jonathan?
Yeah.
Or is this the final lap?
Yes, I do believe they've just begun it.
Yes, they have just begun the final lap. LH now is only 1/10 behind Stringy. Is he going to send it? No, he's biding his time again. They're all on roughly the same DRS factory as well. This is going to get a very interesting race towards the end.
Look at this. Oh, what a view.
Very good overtake by Stringy there. And LH is...
My goodness. He'll get another shot at it.
Don't think that's his concern, is it? I think his concern is now that his P5 is now slipped away.
You know what I love about this is Stringy B 3-second time penalty.
Oh, let's see what LH has got.
Oh, look at this! Tiach and that was so close.
LH has got 1 warning, 1 penalty, sorry.
Applause, however, to these racing drivers for keeping it clean, as there is your winner, Jonathan Cox. Well done. Well done.
Ian comes home in P2. Think that rounds out the podium, I believe, as well.
Indeed, let's not lose sight that one can Tiach have something to say here for LH. I think that's how it's going to end there. So there's Stringy B and P5. Oh, but I forgot to put penalties. LA.
Oh, great drive.
My goodness.
Absolutely amazing drive.
Indeed it was. The Extremist put on a good show. Was he able to get the fast lap there at the end? I believe he was trying for it. What a race by Jonathan Cox.
From what I got in, my mouth is actually dry.
Oh, and indeed, I couldn't agree more. Codemasters, Jonathan Cox, driver of the day. He has been kind of quiet the last couple of weeks in the races, but he came out tonight and, quite frankly, stomped on his competitors' throats in this race, I'll say. Well done, Mr. Cox.
And that will be the fastest lap of the race for Jonathan as well, I believe.
Indeed. What a race. And how will the points look after this? It has been so tight. We'll look forward to that this coming week. What will the stewards have to say? Was there any malfeasance? We'll see.
Here we go. The final classification. Jonathan, 19th to 1st.
Wow.
You couldn't write it, could you?
I mean, that's what you have to do here in Tuesday Night Racing, Tristan. It is a reverse grid, and he did exactly what he needed to do.
If it was me, I probably would have ended up in the gravel lap 1.
Well, it's good to have goals, Tristan, and that's good.
Mine's just to finish the bloody race.
Indeed. Well, we'll have our shot at it on Wednesday, no doubt, and we would like to thank all of you watching at home for joining us here on Tuesday Night Racing. Tristan, thank you for joining us.
No problem, mate. Not a problem.
All right, well, each of you at home, have a wonderful evening and good night.